uncolonized territory. My name, in all its glory, lies in the heart of the South Pacific. Built upon volcanic remains, these 45 inhabited rocks take indigenous names. Mind of a warrior, soul of an independent, and a body of progress. My name is a promise. 7 generations, my name is a vision of my ancestors' decision to stay rooted in culture despite the tortured coercion between the white man and the unborn children. For the kingdom belongs to them. Written with intention that one day an uprising revolution may occur. My name is the child's confusion that she is only American, unaware of the adversity generations before me faced. They took my place so that I could say grace in a college cafeteria. My name hides in the back seat of a classroom, wondering when this class will end soon. My name is the absolute intelligent, with stories that are mind-bent, but too scared to vent. Her ability to change the energy in a classroom, but stupid is what her peers assume about her. So she sits quietly, undisturbed and untampered. My name has answers in her silent vibrations. My name is the kinesthetic learner, labeled poor performer, by alphabet letters now deemed failure. Only in America will you find my name, ashamed to acknowledge the versatile strength of a nation. My name isn't appeasing to the taste of mainstream, so they devalue the traditions and capitalize on the ambitions of my brothers and sisters. My name is much more than tribal tattoos and NFL recruits set deep in her roots. My name holds history, beautiful mystery, set solid in remarkable simplicity of love, compassion, pride in a nation. I learned from my descendants, yet you can find me to a movement. I am beyond the word poly. My name is my story.
Dear Xiaomei, issues and people are going to bring you down. They're going to make you feel terrible about yourself. Your race, your gender, your sexuality, your socioeconomic status, and your history. You think this is going to be the only life possible for you because it's been happening for a long time, but you're going to go to college, you're going to get involved with campus life, you're going to be involved with social activism, with community engagement, you're going to be a student leader, and you're going to go through some serious shit. Do you remember your sophomore year in high school? Do you remember those guys you had a thing with? Do you remember what they did to you? Yeah. Remember how everyone told you that you started it? That was your fault, that you did that to yourself? You're only 15. You think you'll forget about it, but it'll come back to you 4 years later. And you're gonna get the worst nightmares. And these nightmares will be the norm for you. But trust yourself. Even if no one believes you, even if you don't believe yourself, you know you're different. You don't only like guys, you also like girls. Girls are so beautiful. So address that part of yourself and stop denying it. When you stop denying everything, college will be easier. You're strong, you're a warrior, keep fighting, but things are gonna be very difficult because you're gonna be depressed and you're gonna be alone, really depressed. You're gonna hate yourself and you're gonna hurt yourself. The feeling of liberation as the blood trickles down is not freedom. Drinking to numb your thoughts is not freedom. Not sleeping or eating to deny life is not freedom. Reach out. Reach out for help. There will be people around you. There will be a point in your life where it's hard to separate reality from your thoughts. But it's okay. Life happens because life happens. It's okay to reach out for help. It's okay to admit that you're not strong and that you have weak points too. But you're a warrior, and college will get easier when you realize you have a community around you. So don't quit college and don't quit life. You think you won't find anyone like you out there, but you will. During your freshman year in college, you'll find someone just like you. And she'll ask you, "What's your story? I want to hear it." It'll take you a year and a half to answer her. As a first-generation college student with refugee parents, it's going to be very difficult. Money will be difficult, going to classes will be difficult, and as a queer woman of color going through depression, it's going to be very difficult. But know your roots. Don't deny your past because it was difficult. It is part of you. So, no history, no self. No history, no self. Find your story.
I think school for me was really easy. In high school, I felt like it was really diverse, and I didn't really feel like I stood out at all. And I had good friends, and I think the period of elementary school, middle school, and high school was only difficult because I did experience bullying, but that wasn't even as hard as what came during college when I started having, not an identity crisis, but I started wondering if I would ever fit in anywhere, because in college it seemed like people cared even more, which is surprising because you always hear about high school being cliquey, but in college I just never found, I could never find a group of people that I could be really comfortable with. It was a good friend, a really good friend here or there, but I think I just realized that I would have to come to terms with never really finding a group of people that I shared identities with completely, because I'm mixed, being half white and half Pacific Islander, being half Samoan, and also being gay, because I don't know, you don't really find that very often, and so it was hard for me to find any credibility in Pacific Islander spaces, or even around my family, because colorism does exist in our communities, even because I was really heavily active in social justice and organizing for education. I had a lot of trouble finding that credibility with people, because no one really believes you when you tell them what you really are, or they're shocked about it. And so it was hard, just because I felt like people would always group off into their own cliques, and I was kind of left to find my own. And I'm still finding those groups that I can really be comfortable around and actually have similar experiences with, because everyone's unique, but I don't feel like I'll ever find people who share those same identities with me, just because you don't find a lot of Pacific Islanders in academia, period. And then on top of that, the fact that I don't look like I'm Pacific Islander is something that I'll always have to carry around with me. But I mean, the good news is that I graduated, and I'm gonna get my master's degree in education in the fall, because I want people's experiences in college and in education to be good. And so I think that's my ultimate goal, is to make sure that people do feel included in their institutions.